Hello, and welcome back to the Digital Empowered Theater series. In today's episode, we're stepping behind the curtain to explore how technology empowers theater designers and supports the visual and auditory worlds of a production. We will cover digital tools for costume, sound, lighting, scenic design, hair and makeup, and prop design, which have all been transformed by digital platforms that connect creativity, collaboration, and precision in new ways. By the end of this session, you'll have a clear sense of which software supports each design area, how they're commonly used in practice, and you'll feel confident enough to experiment with at least one of them yourselves. Let's begin with costume design, where fabric meets imagination. For a long time, costume visualization depended on hand sketches, fabric swatches, and a lot of trial and error draping on dress forms or performers. Those methods are still valuable, but now we can add a digital layer, tools that let you test ideas virtually long before the first stitch is sewn. Clo3D is one of the leading digital tools in this space. It's a 3D garment design program that allows you to create digital patterns, sew them together on a virtual avatar, and see how the fabric behaves in real time. You can import different fabric textures, adjust the height and stretch, and even simulate how a costume moves when a performer walks, turns, or dances. For theater, this means you can preview how a skirt spins, how a cloak flows, or how layered pieces sit on the body under different lighting and movement conditions without cutting into your actual fabric. Another powerful option is Tailor Nova. Tailor Nova focuses on pattern automation and rapid visualization. You select basic design parameters, like neckline, sleeve type, shirt shape, and the system generates custom 2D patterns along with a quick 3D preview. It's especially useful for educators and early stage designers because it lets you experiment with silhouette and proportion quickly without needing advanced pattern making skills. You can try out multiple design variations in minutes and decide which is worth developing further. It's also worth mentioning Marvelous Designer. Marvelous Designer is closely related to Clo3D and is widely used for film, games, and digital character design. Like Clo3D, it specializes in realistic cloth simulation. You can drape garments on digital characters, play with gravity and wind, and see highly detailed wrinkle and fold patterns. For theater, it's particularly interesting if you are collaborating with digital media or projection, or if you want to pre-visualize elaborate fantasy or period costumes before committing resources. Now, those are fairly advanced tools, and you don't have to start there. You can also use more accessible drawing and painting apps on your phone, tablet, or computer. Simple tools like Paint or more art-oriented apps like Adobe Fresco, Sketchbook, or HiPaint allow you to sketch costume designs and ideas digitally. Adobe Fresco is a drawing and painting app with realistic brushes that mimic watercolor, oil, and pencil, making it feel close to traditional sketching while keeping everything editable. Sketchbook is a lightweight, user-friendly drawing app that offers layers, pencils, markers, and symmetry tools, great for quick concept sketches and clean line work. HiPaint is another illustrative app that focuses on digital painting with a variety of brushes and blending tools, suitable if you want to render fabric, shading, and detail on your costume concepts. In all of these, you can either draw or sketch or import a photo, maybe a performer or a basic figure template, and sketch directly on top of it. That can help non-specialist designers, directors, or even performers communicate ideas visually without needing advanced illustrative skills. Together, these tools, whether high-end 3D garment programs or simple sketching apps, allow costume teams to coordinate with directors, lighting designers, and set designers before materials are even purchased. You can experiment digitally, refine your choices, and share clear visuals, saving both time and budget while supporting a more cohesive artistic vision. Now, let's turn to sound design, the emotional undercut of any production. Sound shapes how an audience feels a space. It can tell us whether we're in a forest, at dusk, in a crowded city, or inside a character's memory. Digital tools give sound designers enormous flexibility in building and controlling that world. For recording and layering tracks, GarageBand and Reaper are two of the most popular and accessible options. GarageBand is a free, beginner-friendly audio workstation available on Apple devices. It uses a simple visual interface where you can drag and drop audio clips onto tracks, record vocals or instruments, add basic effects, and arrange music or soundscapes on a timeline. For theater, it's a great entry point for creating underscoring, ambient sound, or simple cue tracks. Reaper is a more advanced but still affordable digital audio workstation that runs on multiple platforms. It offers powerful tools for multi-track recording, detailed mixing, automation, and plug-in support. Once you learn the basics, you can build complex sound designs, laying environmental sounds, music, and effects, and adjusting the levels and timing with precision. It's very flexible and is often used in professional and semi-professional audio work. To clean up recordings, you also have tools like AI Audio Enhancer, including versions offered by companies like Adobe, as well as services such as Aphonic. These tools analyze your audio and automatically reduce background noise, hum, and echo while balancing the overall levels. They're particularly helpful if you're working with recordings captured in less than ideal spaces, like rehearsal rooms or small theaters, where you don't have perfect acoustic control. The goal is to not over-process the sound, but to make clear speech and consistency and to remove any distractions. DaVinci Resolve, which many people think primarily as a video editor, also has a robust audio section called Fairlight. Within the same program you use for your video, you can adjust levels, clean up noise, add basic effects, synchronize sound with visuals. This can be an efficient option if you're producing video content for production or creating pre-recorded sound elements that need tight alignment with projected video. In some contexts, you might even use something as simple as YouTube as a playback source, streaming music or effects directly into your sound system. However, that approach raises questions about reliability, copyright, and connectivity, so it's generally better to download or create your own cues when you can. Once you have your sound files, you'll need a way to organize and trigger them during performances. QLab is a widely used cueing software, especially in theater. It allows you to build a list of sound cues, assign each to a key or button, and specify how they start, stop, fade, or overlap. You can create complex sequences where one cue automatically triggers the next, control volume and timing precisely, and integrate sound with video or lighting in a more advanced setup. For a sound operator, QLab becomes the central control panel, ensuring cues are fired consistently show after show. When your cues are ready, it's a good practice to upload them to a shared Google Drive or Dropbox folder. This ensures that directors, choreographers, and sound operators always have access to the same version of each file, instead of different people working from different USB sticks or email attachments. Everyone is working out a central, up-to-date library. Next, we move into lighting design, where visualization is everything. Before any lighting instruments are physically hung, digital tools let light designers pre-plan looks, experiment with color and angle, and test transitions. Luminaire is a lighting control app designed for tablets and mobile devices. It connects to your lighting system via DMX over Wi-Fi and gives you tactical control over intensities, colors, and cues directly from a screen. You can quickly create looks, save them as scenes, and adjust them during rehearsal without being tethered to a traditional lighting console. This mobility is particularly useful when you want to stand in the house, see what the audience will see, and make changes on the fly. Magic Cue by Camsu is a family of lighting control software and consoles used in both theater and live events. The free software version runs on computers and offers a professional-level programming environment. You can patch fixes, program cues and chases, simulate shows, and transfer the program to a physical console. It's powerful for designers who want to design and test cue sequences ahead of time or work off-site before moving into the venue. White Cat Lighting Board is another software-based lighting controller. It focuses on timeline-based programming where you can lay out cues on a visual timeline, assign fade times, and build sequences that play back smoothly during performances. This approach is very intuitive if you like to think of the shows as a series of time transitions and states. It's especially helpful in smaller or experimental spaces where a software-based system is more practical than a large hardware console. For sharing and documenting the overall lighting plan, Vector Spotlight is a major tool. Vector Spotlight is a CAD-based design program tailored for entertainment design. It allows you to draft accurate light plots, place fixtures, and add labels and information, and then generate paperwork such as instrument schedules and channel hookups. You can also work in 3D, seeing how light positions relate to scenery and sightlines. Sharing these files with directors and stage managers helps everyone understand what the lighting design will be doing and how it fits with other elements. This kind of digital visualization using Luminaire, Magic Cue, White Cat, vectors, or similar tools ensures that the creative intent and technical feasibility align long before setup starts at the venue. It reduces surprises in the rig and lets designers spend more of tech refining artistry instead of troubleshooting basic logistics. Finally, we arrive at set design, the physical world actors inhabit. Traditional scenic designers built small physical models, drafting plans by hand, and tested ideas using cardboard, foam, and fabric. Those methods are still popular and valuable, but digital tools now provide additional ways to experiment and communicate. SketchUp is a 3D modeling tool that is particularly approachable for beginners. You start by drawing simple shapes on 2D planes, and then pull them into 3D forms. With a relative gentle learning curve, you can block out a stage, build walls, platforms, furniture, and basic architectural elements. You can then apply colors and textures, orbit around the set, and see how it looks from different angles. This is helpful for understanding spatial relationships, traffic patterns for actors, and sightlines from the audience. Vector Spotlight, which we mentioned for lighting, also supports detailed scenic design. You can draft precise floor plans, elevations, and 3D models of sets in accurate scale, and then integrate lighting and rigging elements into the same file. This level of integration is particularly valuable when you need to coordinate scenery with lighting positions, masking, and flying systems. AutoCAD is another industry standard CAD program used mainly by designers and technical directors. It's a highly precise drafting tool that allows you to create detailed 2D plans and 3D models. AutoCAD is widely used in architectural and engineering, so skills learned there can transfer across fields. For theater, it's often used for technical drawing that need to be shared with shops, fabricators, or venue staff. Some versions or related tools are available at reduced cost for students or educators, and there are also lighter or alternative CAD programs and free trials that can support learning. Of course, you don't have to start with 3D models. Simple digital drawings or sketches, even done in the same kind of apps you might use for costume sketching, can be used for set design. A flat drawing with a clear labeling, perhaps combined with a rough digital floor plan, can still communicate a great deal to a director or technical team. The key is clarity and shareability. Once the core design is complete, collaborative platforms bring everyone together. Miro, for example, can serve as a shared digital whiteboard where you can paste set renderings, floor plans, or reference images. Team members can add comments, arrows, notes about scenic transition, prop locations, or actor pathways. Notion can function as a central production hub where you can link set drawings, prop lists, build schedules, and meeting notes. Dropbox and Google Drive provide reliable storage and file sharing, ensuring that the latest versions of models, PDFs, and images are accessible to the people who need them when they need them. Hair and makeup are a crucial part of how characters come alive on stage, and digital tools now give designers faster, clearer ways to plan, test, and share ideas. Traditionally, theater hair and makeup have relied on paper face charts, sketchbooks, and hand-on experimentation at the dressing table. Those methods are still valuable, but you can now layer digital workflows on top of them. A simple starting point is to take a clear photo of an actor's face, then use free or low-cost drawing apps such as Sketchbook, Adobe Fresco, HiPaint, or similar tools on a phone or tablet. You can sketch makeup concepts directly over the image, trying out contouring, aging, fantasy designs, wigs, or facial hair. Because everything is digital, you can undo, duplicate, and adjust designs without wasting products or starting from scratch. These images can then be printed, emailed, or shared in a group folder for reference during tech and performances. Production-oriented platforms can help with organization and continuity. A tool like Dramativy, originally designed for the film and TV production management, can be adapted for theater to keep visual references, call sheets, and character information in one place. Hair and makeup designers can upload reference photos for each character, attach notes about the products used and application steps, and link those looks to specific scenes or performance days. This makes it easier to maintain continuity over a long run and to onboard new team members or understudies because all the visual and practical information lives in a shared, structured space instead of scattered on paper. Beyond these dedicated tools, online resources play a big role in inspiring and guiding designers. Designers often build digital mood boards using platforms like Pinterest or shared image folders, collecting historical hairstyles, period cosmetics, cultural references, and examples of special effects makeup. These boards can be imported into collaborative spaces like Miro or shared drives so directors, costume designers, and performers can see and comment on the evolving aesthetic. Even simple note-taking and checklist apps can be used to track product inventories, allergy information, and timing for quick changes, making backstage work more predictable and safer. Looking to the future, augmented reality and virtuality are beginning to influence how we think about hair, makeup, and performance. Consumer-facing AR tools such as Maybelline's virtual makeup try-on experience already let users see how different products and colors look on their own face through a camera feed. It is easy to imagine similar tools for theater. A designer could point a tablet at an actor and preview scars, tattoos, stylized eyeliner, or hair colors digitally before committing to a design. As AR and production technologies advance, there is also the possibility of projecting hair, makeup, costumes, and even scenic elements directly onto performers or the stage as part of the visual design, blending physical application with digital overlays. None of these technologies replace the craft, sensitivity, and live decision-making of hair and makeup artists. Instead, they create new ways to prototype quick, communicate clearly with the rest of the creative team, and experiment with bolder ideas while still protecting time and materials. Starting with simple digital sketches over photos, organized references and production tools, and curated online inspiration can already make a hair and makeup designer's process more effective and collaborative while keeping the artistry at the center. Prop management in theater is about far more than finding a few objects. It involves tracking, sourcing, storing, and returning hundreds, sometimes thousands, of items safely and consistently across rehearsal and performances. Good digital systems help prop teams stay organized, communicate, and avoid last-minute panics. A useful starting point is an online marketplace and listing site like the Prop List, which connects theaters, schools, and companies looking to hire, borrow, or rehome props. Designers and prop managers can browse existing items, see photos and descriptions, and sometimes avoid building or buying from scratch. For smaller or low-budget companies, tapping into this kind of shared resource can save both money and storage space, and also reduce waste by keeping props in circulation rather than sending them to landfill. Once props are sourced, you need a clear, shareable inventory. Many theaters use Google or Microsoft to create live prop lists. One column for item name, another for scenic, storage location, owner, condition, or notes on repair. Because these documents update in real time, multiple people can edit them. The prop team, stage management, and designers all can see the changes instantly. A shared folder can also store reference photos of each item, which is available for continuity and for rebuilding a later show. For more visual planning, Miro works well as a digital whiteboard. Prop managers can drag in key images grouped by scene and draw arrows from props to character. Notion can then act as a more structured database. You might build a prop table with fields for category, show, storage, self-repair history, and even links to purchase receipts or manuals. Other digital tools can support specific needs. Photo-based inventory apps, general asset management platforms, or even simple barcode or QR systems can speed up check-in and check-out for large storage areas. Cloud storage and messaging platforms make it easy to share updated prop lists with designers and stage managers before each rehearsal performance. Taken together, these tools free the prop team from chasing paper lists and searching in dark cupboards, so they can focus on creative problem solving and supporting the story on stage. As we've seen, digital tools give theater designers a chance to experiment boldly, to test, refine, and collaborate before anything is physically constructed. Whether you're building a 3D set in SketchUp, layering ambience in Reaper, tailoring costumes in Clo3D, or drafting a light plot in Vector Spotlight, these tools help bring imagination to life with more efficiency and precision. The future of design is not about choosing between technology and craftsmanship. It's about letting the two elevate each other. Traditional skills, hand drawing, draping, model building, critical listening, and spatial awareness remain essential. Digital tools simply give you more ways to explore ideas, document them, and share them with your collaborators. In your next project, consider integrating just one of these tools into your workflow. Maybe you sketch your set in SketchUp instead of only on paper, or you organize your sound cues in a dedicated cueing system, or you create a shared digital board for your costume references. Notice how that one change influences not only your progress, but also your collaboration and storytelling. In our next video, we'll explore how blended and theater-based learning bring all these tools together, creating modern, accessible approaches to theater education and training that connect stage and screen in a meaningful way.